So, Joe, we know the big app stores are under fire, and the latest heat here is coming from South Korea. Lawmakers there recently moving forward a bill preventing companies from requiring developers to use their online payment systems when making in-app purchases. Now, a vote was expected today, but South Korean media now reporting that the debate has been postponed. If and when it did pass, it would then go to the president for further review. Apple, though, already pushing back on all this, saying in a statement that the bill will put users who purchase digital goods from other sources at risk of fraud, undermine their privacy protections, impact user trust in App Store purchases, and lead to fewer opportunities for South Korean developers. Google also clearly not happy. Wilson White, Senior Director of Public Policy at Google, saying that the rushed process hasn't allowed for enough analysis of the negative impact of this legislation on Korean consumers and app developers. Now, Sensor Tower estimates that consumers in South Korea spent about $4.6 billion on Google Play last year. That means, by their math, Google was able to collect about $1.4 billion in platform fees. As for Apple, they say South Korean consumers spent about $1.38 billion on the App Store last year, subject to Apple's fee of up to 30%, earning the company, they say, an estimated $414 million. So the risk, analysts say, is not the money here, but it is the possible domino effect. If countries, including the U.S., decide to ultimately propose and pass similar legislation. Joe, back to you.
That's the question, I guess. I wonder what things look like for Apple over the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. We just had the 10-year anniversary of Tim Cook. I wonder if you had thoughts on that, just overall, not about this story in particular, but he's done it without a flying car, without a TV set, without any of the things that we needed, just by making the ecosystem part of our everyday life.
Yeah, I think for Cook, Joe, if you talk to analysts, they'll say there's a couple challenges ahead. I think in the short term, they'll say Cook, like so many other CEOs of so many other companies and industries, is going to have to continue navigating this ongoing chip shortage. They said that's an impact he's going to have to figure out with his COO, Jeff Williams, how to navigate that challenge. Then I think longer term, most analysts will say the continuing challenge, again, not just for Apple, but for a lot of Western companies, is China, and continuing to navigate that relationship given the increasing tensions between the U.S. and Beijing, Joe.